The NHL Central Division is on fire. Who's rising and who's falling? Let's dive in.
Yeah, well, Jordan, we'll start with the rebuilders at the bottom. We'll start with the Chicago Blackhawks. They're in a deep rebuild around Connor Bedard. They have exciting prospects. Forgive me if I say this wrong. Leshvanov, Razingo, Moore. They're years away from the playoff. They're very young. My question for you is, how long does a rebuild like this realistically take?
Uh, I would say, well, but they've been there for what, two, three,
I think
Yeah,
2 or 3 years. Yeah,
2 or 3. So I would say like five,
yeah. I remember the Jets when they built up. It took
uh,
5 6 years.
5, 6,
Yeah.
somewhere there.
Well, yeah. Even the Oilers, they had all those first round draft picks, and it took them a while to build up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd say a good 3 to 5 years. Now we'll move on to the St. Louis Blues. They had a good season last year. They made it to the first round, and then they lost to the Winnipeg Jets in a heartbreaking fashion in round one, and that kind of killed their momentum for this year. And and key players are Jordan Cairo and what's it? Thomas. Who's Thomas? I forget
Uh,
his name. Thomas. They're kind of underperforming. Binnington has been very good, Jordan Binnington, but the defense is very inconsistent for them. My question to you is, Jordan, can the Blues turn it around this season, or is it a deeper roster issue?
eh, my, I don't bet on. I don't bet against the Blues. I think they'll turn it around.
Yeah, no, it's early in the season. Every team's going through a struggle. So
Yeah.
yeah, I mean any team can turn it around. I don't know though. I mean, defense is kind of an issue there, so we'll see. It's
Yeah.
early in the year. Now we'll move on to the middle of the pack, the Minnesota Wild. Kaprizov is their main player. They have their youth supporting cast is developing. Brock Faber and all their young guys. Lack of scoring depth, just like the Winnipeg Jets, is a concern for them. MVP level play from Kaprizov or supporting cast growth? What mattered more for them?
Uh, well, they also have the number one goalie in the league,
Yeah, yeah.
so that helps. Um, Kaprizov. I would say Kaprizov matters.
Yeah, Kaprizov performing at a high level.
Yeah,
Yeah, for
more,
sure.
more.
Yeah. Now we'll move on to the Nashville Predators. They're a very veteran driven team. They're very physical. They have good defense. They're kind of fighting to stay in the wild card hunt. I'll ask this to you, Jordan. Can experience and desperation be enough in this tough division in the Central?
It can, but Nashville has a lot more problems. They have a problem with the Winnipeg Jets. I don't think Andrew Burnett has the coaching like the room
Yeah,
anymore because these past 2 years have been horrible for Nashville,
yeah.
and it's bad to see because I remember Nashville as a powerhouse. So
Oh, I know.
I remember in 2018 that was a fun
Oh, yeah, that was a fun playoff
rivalry.
series.
Yeah, fun times.
Yeah, when they played the Jets, for sure, that was a fun playoff series. For me, yeah, it's they have all these guys, Stamkos, Marchessault. They paid a lot of money for them, but I don't think it's really paying off for them. Sometimes bringing in all these veteran guys isn't the right move, right?
Yeah.
And now we'll get into the Utah Mammoth. They're young stars, Clayton Keller, Colton Cooley, and how do you say it, Gunter?
Gunther.
Gunther. They did well to start the year. They're currently in a wild card spot. They no longer just feel like a really good story. I think they're a real threat this year. Are they ready to sustain success, or will the youth hold them back?
Uh, they're a tough one because when the Jets played them, I really like watching them. I like watching their highlights on YouTube. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Yeah, they're definitely a fast young team. They're exciting to watch.
will they actually make the playoffs? I don't know. Will they do well if they do? I hope. I hope for them
Yeah.
because I feel bad for all the people that left Arizona because most of the team came from Arizona Coyotes.
Yeah, no, for sure. For me, they're a young, exciting team, exciting to watch. But I don't think they'll make the playoff.
Yeah.
Well, now the Winnipeg Jets are coming off a President's Trophy last year. They added Jonathan Taves. Hellebuck is elite in net, although he's injured right now. Connor and Shifley are the top scorers. What are your expectations for this Jets team in the playoffs, or will they make the playoffs?
Will they make the playoffs? Well, realistically, if we don't start winning more than one game here, two games there, then no. But
Yeah, I don't know if we'll make it. I
yeah,
don't think so.
I don't know. I
Yeah.
seriously don't know.
I don't know. The way we're playing, the amount of turnovers we do and bad passes, and
Just penalties alone
I
too.
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, now we'll get into the heavyweight, the top contenders, Dallas and Colorado. The Dallas Stars have good depth with Wyatt Johnson, Rantanen, and Robertson are deadly up front. Defense is anchored by Miro Heiskanen and Anton Lindell. Is there any weaknesses other teams could exploit on Dallas?
Uh well, I can find one. Maybe they're Ottinger because he
Yeah,
has trouble moving side to side. I
yeah,
caught that when we played the Dallas Stars. So you get him moving laterally in
yeah,
net, then he can move
yeah,
pretty well.
yeah. No, I definitely agree with you there.
Then
You
he
know, I
could
do wonder if
struggle.
I think the success of them will depend on Ottinger, how he does, for
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, now we have the Colorado Avalanche. They're number one in the Central Division right now. McKinnon and Landeskog
overrated.
yeah, they're kind of overrated, but
Yeah,
McKinnon and McCarr are at the peak of their careers. Gabriel Landeskog is back. For them, it's kind of cup or bust this year. I think they
yeah.
have a really good chance. If Dallas and Colorado played each other, who has the edge right now in a playoff series?
Colorado, Colorado,
Yeah, yeah,
Colorado, Colorado's too deep.
yeah, that'd be a tight series. It'd be a war, but yeah, I agree with you. I think Colorado.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, no. So in the wild card race is Minnesota, Nashville, Utah, and Winnipeg. And the top two teams in the Central Division are Dallas and Colorado. Who do you think grabs the final wild card spot?
Who are the teams?
Utah, Utah, Nashville, Winnipeg. Let me see. Minnesota, Nashville, Utah, or Winnipeg.
Um, I would love to see Utah, but
Yeah,
realistically, Minnesota, because
yeah,
they have a good goalie.
yeah. And drop your picks in the comments who you think will grab the wild card spot and who you think will make the playoffs.
Yep.
Now we'll switch topics to the Bombers. The schedule dropped today. They opened June 5th at Calgary. What are your overall thoughts on the schedule, Jordan?
Well, I like the June 5th because it's a day before June 6th,
Yeah.
which we turn 27
Yeah,
on
that's our birthday.
June 6th. So
Yeah.
that's always a fun time. Last schedule we were on a bye, so
Yeah.
that always sucks.
Yeah, and there's more
Calgary,
home game. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Calgary, gonna be tough. Calgary, you never know. With VA and Colaro coming back, I hope we sign some more O line.
Yeah, definitely.
We signed a guy from Edmonton
Yeah.
called
Yeah.
Stewart. I think I forget his first name.
Yeah. Yeah.
Uh, but I'm excited that most of the home games are in the summer.
Yeah, no. And then our first bye at week 3. And then, of course, we have the Banjo Bowl and Labor Day games. Those are always fun against the
Yes.
Riders. And big news today out of Bomberland. Ontario Wilson, or Pokey Wilson, signed a 2-year extension. Your thoughts on that, Jordan?
Wow. Just that catch that he made in Edmonton
Oh,
last year. That's worth it for me. Um, and Darren Cameron says he's happy, but he also said there's more news coming in the next couple weeks. So
yeah. No, it'll be interesting to see how the Bomber offseason goes.
yeah,
Well, now switching gears, I want to touch on the World Cup happening in June 2026 for Canada soccer. It's on home soil, and last Friday, Canada had their draw, and Canada's path is set. They've landed in Group B. They'll be facing Qatar and the formidable Switzerland, and they'll also be facing a playoff winner from Europe. For the first time, it seems like there's a tangible path to the knockout stage for Canada, according to things I read online. So it'll be interesting how that goes if you're a soccer fan.
yes,
It starts in June 2026. So if you like soccer, tune into that.
yeah. I'm just excited to see it in Canada because
Yeah, that'll be
I'm
cool.
not the biggest soccer fan in the world, but I really expect Canada to rally and all the big soccer people in Winnipeg and around Canada
Yeah.
show out your Canadian pride and be proud.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah. It's very special to have it in Canada.
Yeah, yeah. So, uh, thank you, folks. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and we will see you next week for another video.
Yeah,
Okay,
thank you. See you guys next
thank
week.
you. See you next week.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.